After shooting that one hot piece of car, I need to talk to you guys about the association between car brands and laptops. MSI is actually teaming up with Mercedes AMG Motorsports, and they are launching a co-branded laptop called the Stealth 16 Mercedes AMG Motorsport.
There you go, you got it.
Can we keep that in the video? Yeah, but it was too fast. Called the Stealth 16 Mercedes AMG Motorsport Edition. So let's talk about what is different from the regular Stealth 16 here, because the chassis, the ID design, everything else is pretty much identical, but there are a couple of really cool additions for people who are into that AMG Motorsports feel and look. And before I go on, I wanted to thank our sponsors for this video: Phanteks, Cooler Master, MSI, and Thermaltake. Without them, none of this would have been possible. So first of all, you have this selenite gray finish, very much matte gray finishes that we all love.
What's the color?
Selenite gray.
There you go.
I just said. Now this selenite gray is a finish that you're actually going to see on a bunch of 2023 and 2024 AMG cars, like the AMG GT that we just saw. It is that matte gray automotive finish. You also get, of course, the co-branded logo on here, as well as the traditional Stealth 16 super slim design. Now, when we go inside on this thing, that's where everything pretty much changes. So first of all, the keyboard font has been redesigned in a very, very subtle way, but you still get the same type of Stealth 16 keyboard that we love so much, with great key travel, with amazing feedback. You also get what they call the rhombosis design from AMG Motorsports. So you're going rhombosis. All right, guys, so let's address this right away. Rhombuses. This was a heat stroke moment for Mike, I think. It is supposed to be rhombuses. I read a bunch of documentation wrong. I thought it was a fancy design term. It is not. It is simply the geometric object of a rhombus that is integrated into the AMG logo. So I knew I was saying something wrong at the time. You're gonna hear rhombuses probably more than there should be in this video, but enjoy. Rhombosis. The amount of times that I messed that up, you would not believe. But what is this rhombosis? So what it is the lateral lines that you see on a lot of the AMG Motorsports cars nowadays. It doesn't matter if it's in the GT series or even in the F1 series. It's carried through a bunch of areas on this laptop. The nice thing about it is that, unlike some other gaming laptops that we've seen with these co-branded designs, it's not that loud Lamborghini design or things that you're going to see from other motorsports brands. It's subtle, it's not in your face. It looks like it basically could be in the paddock of any motorsport series. Personally, I love it because it is so stealth, and I guess that's why you call it the Stealth, and why this co-branding opportunity is perfect for this specific laptop. It's hot. I might have some heat stroke. What? There's no rhombosis design here. So first of all, you have that rhombosis pattern on the spacebar right here around your webcam that looks a little bit more like carbon fiber. There's a engine start button instead of your typical power button. And then there's also some specific AMG rhombosis designs down here on the feet that you're never gonna see. What? But why not? The most subtle part of this is this. I don't know if you can see this on camera. The intake grill over here has this very, very minute AMG logo. The other feature that comes with this specific version, the 4K 60 Hertz OLED display, which is absolutely stunning. The other thing that I just noticed is that, unlike a lot of other OLED displays, this does not have this ultra reflective screen finish on it. It is more matte, so you can actually see it outside. And what's the price? Lots. And the specs, of course, actually reflect that, because you're getting a 13900H. What you're getting is a 13900H along with an RTX 4070 that's operating at around 140 watts with boost. And then the last thing that sort of ties everything together in that synergy between AMG Motorsports and MSI is the control center. Now, the control center is just a redesigned or reskin version of the classic MSI control center. No, I don't want to say rhombosis again. Then, of course, there are the accessories. So, Dimitri, hit me. You get a mouse pad, you get a double-sided flash drive, so USB-A and USB-C. You get a AMG branded gaming mouse, and finally, a handy dandy little, I guess you would call this like a carrying case for all of your essentials when you're traveling. It's a fancy pencil case. And the next thing is an AMD gaming laptop. So let's get to that. All right, so here we are with the AMD focused laptop that MSI is going to be launching, and this is the Alpha 17. And yes, the Alpha 17 is already their AMD lineup, but this one has been upgraded in a bunch of different ways. First of all, you might be thinking, okay, look, this is an AMD focused laptop, so it's AMD Advantage Edition. Unfortunately, it is not, but maybe fortunately too, because AMD just hasn't relaunched this Advantage Edition of theirs with the RX 7000 series GPUs yet. Maybe on the low end, but not on the high end where this thing plays. First of all, you get a Ryzen 9 7950HX running at a constant 55 watts. In addition to that, they don't want to push the price point of this laptop above $2,000 US. So what they added to it is an RTX 4070, but it's not just your regular pedestrian RTX 4070 running at 100 watts. No. So what they're doing here is that they're trying to push this upwards of 140 watts TGP. That's probably one of the higher TGP RTX 4070s that we're going to be seeing with an AMD CPU. So props to MSI for that. And I really do apologize for the amount of reverb in here. It's just a beautiful room, so we needed to do it, right, D? If you can't hear the audio, it's on him. Come here, here you go. Look at this. Dimitri on a laptop video. Where's Eber? He's still on a plane.
Oh, we miss you, Eber.
We miss you, buddy. Let's be honest. It's not MSI or Asus or anybody else who decides what price points AMD laptops hit. It is actually retailers. So if a retailer asks for a AMD laptop to hit a certain price point, well, all of these manufacturers are going to build the laptop to the spec or the maximum spec that will allow them to hit that price point. So yes, that does include a couple of feature cuts versus a high-end $3,000 Intel system, but MSI has actually been very, very good with incorporating as much of the high-end features in this sub $2,000 laptop as they can. So first of all, gone is the plastic. Here and here, you're getting aluminum instead of plastic, so that really stops any type of lid flex, any type of keyboard flex. The keyboard has also been significantly updated. It has a great amount of travel distance now. If you remember previous generations of the Alpha, they did not have the greatest keyboards at all. The other thing that has happened is that the I/O has gotten a slight upgrade, but it's still very, very much lacking. The other thing that I need to mention is, of course, the screen. So you're looking at a 17-inch Quad HD 240 hertz screen. The final item that they have included in this, and you're going to see a lot of this around Computex right now, is a Wi-Fi 7 module. So gone is the Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 6E. What you're looking at is probably the most advanced Wi-Fi module on the market right now, integrated into this laptop. So anyways, that has been our coverage of MSI's laptops here at Computex 2023. I hope you really enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one. Boom!